Andre Onana said yes to Trabzonspor. This deal is going ahead. All we're waiting for is the here we go from Fabrizio Romano now, but multiple sources coming out saying that Andre Onana has said yes to the terms with Trabzonspor. There is several reports going around what's actually involved in this deal. There is no loan fee. There is no option to buy or obligation to buy at the end. It is a straightforward loan. Manchester United agreed that already with Trabzonspor. All that was left to be finalised and done to get this deal over the line, ready for the weekend's football, was Andre Onana saying yes to the move. This off the back of reports that there is no way back for Andre Onana as well at Manchester United. It is over. Relationship absolutely cooked. There is no way back for him. This is Forever United TV. I'm Adam. Welcome along to your Sunday evening update, everybody. We are normally live on a Sunday, but we are just updating you on the news right now. We will be back later on if anything else breaks. This is your up-to-date news as it is right now. Andre Onana apparently has agreed to terms with Trabzonspor. The only thing that was left open for this deal to happen, and it looks like Manchester United's former number one is heading to Turkey. They are not competing in Europe this season. Andre Onana is taking a step down. There are several reports saying that Andre Onana has agreed to terms on the same contract, obviously, that he's on at Manchester United, but Man United are not paying any of his wages. Trabzonspor are reportedly going to pay the wages in full. Now, Romano said last night that this is part wages covered, so I'm just going to read into some of these details that have come about so you're completely up to date with what's actually going on. But the reports that we are seeing right now are saying that Trabzonspor have reached full agreement with Manchester United for Andre Onana and a straight loan, no fee. Onana has said yes to the move. Trabzonspor will cover his wages. Verbal agreement now finalised. Deal complete. Onana to Trabzonspor. It's time. It has arrived. That is the report going out. Another source which we can always rely on, a Manchester United source on X as well, saying on this deal, Manchester United, Trabzonspor, with Andre Onana going over to Turkey, full agreement reached between clubs and player. Finalised, done, wrapped up, and now ready for the weekend over in Turkey. I think he's got a big game against Fenerbahce to play as well. Whether or not they play him in that game is up to them. They've got off to a flyer this season. We'll all keep a watch on what happens with Onana while he's over in Turkey, I'm sure, to see if he's up to his same antics as he is at Manchester United. But we'll see if they drop off with him in goal. It's an interesting one, isn't it? But it does actually make you feel like, we said earlier this morning, it has finally turned a page at Manchester United. We're moving on to the next stage right now. When Andre Onana moving on was a big statement, and Ruben Amorim again getting rid of players that need to be gotten rid of. Another report here as well. Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana has agreed to join Trabzonspor on loan for the 2025-26 season. That from Graham Bailey now as well. So that is now multiple. I think that's 4 or 5 journalists have come out. Romano said it yesterday. Ornstein said it yesterday pretty much. Very confident that this deal would be agreed because of Manchester United's stance with Andre Onana. Apparently, the relationship between him and Ruben now is broken. And that's a big thing in all of this. It's like he came into pre-season thinking he could get a new contract. He came in unfit, the one player that didn't follow the programme for being ready to start in pre-season, injured instantly. How does a goalkeeper get a hamstring injury? Well, running around muddy fields with massive gaping potholes in them while in Cameroon on holiday in pre-season, playing outfield, is not going to help you one bit. And that, I think, has definitely gone down bad with Ruben Amorim. It's gone down bad with the club, because everything that Ruben does is being backed up by Ineos and that new structure at the moment. So Andre Onana has fallen out of favour instantly at the start of this pre-season, and it's not changed. Him actually demanding another contract from Manchester United was the final nail in the coffin, according to reports, and he is now out of the door. He won't be returning to Manchester United. They've already made their decision by buying in Senna Lamens before Andre Onana had left. That was the push that United wanted to give Andre, and now he has taken it and gone. Altay Bayndeh, credit to him in all of this as well, everybody, because he could have actually just thought, you know what, I need to find a move here. I'm going to be dumped. He stood his ground, and now Altay Bayndeh is going to be Man United's number 2 behind Senna Lamens. And I think he's going to have a good career at Manchester United. If he stays where he is, United get back into these competitions. I just feel like the circus around Onana not being there now will help everybody at Manchester United. And that includes Altay Bayindir. So Man United's new structure is in place right now. Whether Bayindir moves on next summer, we'll have to wait and see, because obviously you've got Radat Vitek, player of the month for Bristol City in the Championship, coming back to Manchester United, having signed a new deal as well. So all of a sudden Manchester United's goalkeeping situation has gone from laughingstock of the Premier League to now having multiple goalkeepers going into the new season next season, as well as what we've got right now. So it's all looking 20 times better for Man United right now. And I feel like we're in a brilliant position just now to start really structuring the way that Ruben wants to play, the way that he wants to move the ball forward. And I guarantee you, with a different goalkeeper in goal, Man United will play better. They will play better, and everybody is going to get more confidence with what's going on. This is big, big news for Manchester United. The biggest thing was that obviously waiting for Onana. You still had that fear as a Man United fan that this could all go Pete Tong, and he could just say, no, I'm sticking here. I'm going to fight for my place. I'm going to be an absolute ass. But we always said it. With AFCON coming up, with the World Cup coming up, he needs to be playing games. And it was quite clear when we bought the Senna Lamans, he was going third choice and he was never going to play a game again for Manchester United. So, well played United. They've forced this move and this is now moving forward. In other news, like we said the other day, from the Spanish reports on Marcus Rashford and that loan deal being cut short. Now, Guillem Balaguer, formerly of Sky Sports over there in Spain, obviously big journalist, well known over in Spain as well. He has responded to what was going on yesterday and what was being reported from El Nacional and then onto The Sun and onto the Daily Mail and a few other publications over here in England. And it read that Marcus Rashford's dream move to Barcelona could be turning into another nightmare, with the Spanish giants already considering sending him back to Manchester United. Look, I reported yesterday on this and I said, look, Marcus Rashford has to prove to Hansi Flick, and we need him to prove to Hansi Flick that he's good enough so that they buy him. We don't want him back. So we're hoping that Marcus Rashford does well. The problem I had with it, even with these reports there, you're never really listening to Spanish media. You don't do it. You definitely don't listen to the Sun newspaper as well on top of that. But the worrying sign was, and this has been well reported before, is that Marcus Rashford is not in favour. He's not getting game time. And if he's not getting game time, it means that he's not top pick. And that means that he's disposable when the summer comes around again. So Marcus Rashford has to start pulling up trees again and start doing things for Barcelona and doing bits. But Guillem Balaguer has come out and said that this news about Marcus Rashford is complete and utter nonsense. They are not going to do it. In fact, this is exactly what Guillem Balaguer has said. Absolute rubbish that Barcelona is planning to end up early with Marcus Rashford's loan. Barca told his representatives that they have a lot of confidence in Rashford's potential and that they believe he will recover as a top player. No more to say apart from the fact I agree with Gary Lineker and his treatment by some of the media. Oh, shut up, Gary Lineker. Shut up, Guillem Balaguer. He deserves everything that he gets, to be honest, Marcus Rashford, because he created this storm himself. Just my opinion. But the media actually talking about it is because of the way he is. It's not being badly treated. He caused this by being what he was. So it doesn't really matter to us. We can move past it. Marcus Rashford is staying at Barcelona. Thank God. That is brilliant news. Thank you, Guillem Balaguer, for telling us that there is nothing in this report, because it was scaring everybody to death thinking that he was going to come back. And that's the player you've got. Good luck, mate. Start bigging up your Barcelona, Guillem Balaguer, playing with Marcus Rashford. Why don't you just ask Hansi Flick as well how it's going as well, rather than blaming the media. Look at the player. What's he done so far? Not much. So make him play better. That's all we're asking for as Man United fans right now anyway. But that pretty much is where we're at with Marcus Rashford right now. Nothing in the story. He's just got to do more. So hopefully, again, hopefully he plays better than what he did for bleeding England anyway. Look, I said before, I'm usually live on a Sunday evening. I'm going to the pub right now because we got beat in the FA Cup today. The women's team got beat. We're going to go and have some food and drink with the team. It's been commiserations, I think, for the rest of the players. They're all downbeat and flat right now. So I'm going to head back out to the pub and have a few drinks just to see out this weekend. Gutted from today. We were 2-0 up and we ended up losing 3-2 in the last minute of injury time. Absolutely devastated. So I'm going to have a drink tonight and mix up the content a little bit. But that is your headlines. That is your full update on everything going on with Manchester United. 2 bits of good news to get through tonight. Marcus Rashford definitely staying at Barcelona, but the big one is definitely Andre Onana agreeing to go to Trabzonspor, and this loan now finalised and ready to go. All we need is the "here we go" from Fabrizio Romano. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please do get your comments in below on this. Tell me how happy you are about Andre Onana. Tell me how sad you are about Winter Wanderers ladies losing that game today as well. I want to know, everybody. As you can tell from my voice, yes, it was one of them afternoons. Please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well to Forever United TV. We're not far away from the 100k. I'll see you all later on, everybody. Have a great evening.